UFC 241 in 2019 in August in California. Apparently there was some incident between you. Dana White even had to become involved in this. You know what I'm referring to? What happened there?
Yeah, so, George was in the fifth row. He was 5 row back. So I'm the champion at the time, so I'm first row. And I'm there to support my boy DC, the Natty Goat. Daniel Cormier is the legend, the Natty Goat. I call him the Natty Goat for a reason. So I'm there to support him in his fight versus Stipe Miocic. And I just hear rumbling behind me, and people were shuffling. I'm like, what's going on back there? And then I see George. I'm like, yo, what's up, man? What are you doing, dude? Oh, I'm gonna you up for all the things you said. Let's go outside. Let's go do that. I'm like, dude, you really want to go do this outside, George? I'm gonna dump you on your head. You're not gonna have the UFC to pay your medical bills. So you really want to do this? And he's just running his mouth from the 4th or 5th row back. I'm in the front row. And I'm just like, dude, act like a professional. And that's the whole thing is we're at a UFC event, man. When have I ever laid hands on someone? I could beat up anybody in the crowd, any of the fighters. None of them can touch me. I'm the best fighter in the entire world. But I don't do it because I'm a professional. I handle my business in the cage. That's where I do my business, in the UFC octagon. So that's what the dust-up was. Dana came over to me. He's like, yo, I don't want any stuff messing up this event tonight. We need this fight to go through, and we don't need anything to ruin it in the crowd. And he tells George the same exact thing. George, chill out, dude. You're not going to fight him, dude. You're not going to fight in the streets. You guys are professional cage fighters. You guys want to fight, you can settle in the octagon. And George is just running this stupid narrative, all this and that. I don't even know what he says because I don't pay attention to what he says anymore because he just makes up so many lies. The guy's a thief. He's a liar. He's a backstabber. You can't believe anything George says. When has anything he's ever said came true or been a fact?
You think he was doing that to build a future fight with you, or do you think he was doing it because he wanted, it was a good attention thing, or he actually did want to fight you in the arena that night? Why do you think he did that at 241?
Nah, Brett, he's never wanted to fight me. He's tried to avoid this fight at all costs. He's delayed and denied this fight until he realized this is the last big fight for him to get money to pay off his alimony and pay off his child support. So, of course, he didn't want to fight, but if there's one out of those 3 answers that you just gave, it would definitely be he wanted to build a fight. He wanted to get some publicity. He wanted to get his name in the headlines because he wasn't doing it. His fights weren't winning it. He was off in some reality show, with the Mexican little stars of Exatlon or whatever the show that is called. And he was having, trying to find a resurgence, find a way to draw the headlines, draw the big fights so he could get some publicity.
He told us that a few weeks later you guys saw each other at the gym, had to be separated. There were reports of this. He said, Colby, come to a sushi place that we used to eat at, man to man. He invited you to the sushi place and you did not show up. What happened there?
That's the biggest lie I've ever heard, Brett. To be honest, I came in the gym, I looked right at him face to face, I walked right by, and I looked him straight in his face. Didn't say one word to me, Brett. Walked to the mat, started doing my training, and then all of a sudden he's across the gym. He's screaming, Brett. He's like, oh, I'm going to kill you, Colby. I can't believe you said this, man. I'm going to you up. Let's do it. And of course he's screaming across the gym when coaches are going to break him up. If he wanted to do something, Brett, he would have came in my face when I walked right in. He would have done something. But he didn't want to do something. He just wants to talk the talk. Brett, he don't walk the walk. Everything I say is the truth. And I talk the talk and I walk the walk. And that's what I'm going to do Saturday night on pay-per-view in T-Mobile Arena. I'm going to walk my talk. He's not going to be able to walk all this talk that he's saying. So that's not anything what's true. I think at the end he said, hey, let's go in the parking lot of Publix, which is like a grocery store in South Florida that's right outside the gym at the time. And he said, let's go in the parking lot. Let's go set this outside. I was like, let's do it, man. I was so heated. I was like, I'm going to drop you on your head. I'm going to break your face. But Dan Lambert was like, no, you guys aren't fighting. I'm not letting you fight. That's not how this is going to be, blah, blah, blah. And then he realized there was so much turmoil that he had to kick us both out. And he kicked us both out. But the thing is, Brett, there was only one guy that went back begging, crying, please, Dan, take me back. I don't have any other gym to train at. I need you. Please do anything. You can fill in the blanks. It wasn't me because I got invited back, Brett. I got invited back to that team.
You did?
Yeah, I did. And I decided not to go back because I found a better gym. I found a better team. Daniel Valverde, Cesar Carnero, Charlie Weiss, Jonathan Lopez, people that actually care about me. And I've seen serious growth in my game since then. And it was the best decision and the best events that's ever happened in my life.